Hello, and a very warm welcome to each one of you. And today we are diving into chapter number 12, which talks about magnificent obsession, creating a compelling future. This is more and less about, creating goals for yourself and talk and doing things accordingly. All right. Let me very quickly start sharing the screen so that we can read it together. All right, chapter number 12, The Magnificent Obsession, Creating a Compelling Future. Nothing happens unless first a dream, says Carl Sandsburg. Are you ready now to have some fun? Are you willing to be like a kid again and let your imagination run wild? Are you committed to grabbing hold of your life and squeezing from it all the power, passion, and juice you know you can be yours? I've thrown a lot at you so far. We have covered a monumental amount of material in the previous chapters, most of which you can put to use immediately. Some of it, however, will stay tucked away in a corner of your brain, locked in a deep storage until just the right moment. We have worked hard together to get you in the position to make new decisions, decisions that can make the difference between a life of dreaming and a life of doing. Many people in life know what they should do, but they never do it. The reason is that they are lacking the drive that only a compelling future can provide. This chapter is your opportunity to let go and dream at the highest level, a brainstorm out the wildest possibilities, and in doing so, to possibly discover something that will really push your life to the next level. It will help you create energy and momentum. Isn't it such an important chapter of your life? Wow. And if you're missing it, let me tell you, you're missing a lot. जब इतना कुछ पढ़ लिया अब उसको इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की बारी आ चुकी है, right? What I am going to ask you to do in the next few pages is to unlock your imagination. Throw all the common sense into the wind and act as if you are a kid again. A kid who can literally have anything he wants. A kid who has only to express his heart's desire and it will instantly be his. Do you remember the Arabian tales known collectively as the Thousand and the One Nights? Can you guess what my favorite story was? That's right, Aladdin's lamp. I think all of you at one point of time or another have longed to get our hands on that magic lamp. All you have to do is rub it, and mighty genie appears in order to carry out your wishes. I am here to tell you that you possess a lamp that is not limited to the mere three wishes. Wow. Do you remember how in the childhood days we actually used to find अगर हम हमारे घर में एक तो ऐसा कुछ धूप का स्टैंड था जो अलादीन के चिराग जैसे दिखता था एंड इट हैड अ लिड ओवर इट ऐसे करके खोलते थे तो उसके अंदर धूप रखी जाती थी राइट एंड इट हैड अ हैंडल राइट देयर एज वेल तो हम लोग कहते थे कि ये क्या पता अलादीन का चिराग ही हो एंड वी की यूज्ड टू कीप रबिंग इट कि हाँ एक दिन अलादीन निकलेगा एंड वी कैन टेल हिम ऑल आवर डिजायर्स एंड लेट गेट देम फुलफिल्ड Now, Tony Robbins is reminding us of that Aladdin ka chirag. And he says that, and it is reality that we can achieve anything, not only three things, two things, one thing, but anything that we wish to do. And that Aladdin ka chirag for us would can be somebody we heartily trust. It can be God, it can be universe, it can be some mentor, I don't know what. But yes, I know for a fact that we have that chirag with us. The only thing is हमको ही नहीं पता कि हमको चाहिए क्या. Yesterday also I was sitting with somebody and this person was sharing their problems, and I at last asked her that, what exactly do you want? And she said, I don't know. And I'm like, figure it out. First know what do you want for you to get it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what does Tony Robbins has to say. Now it's time for you to grab hold of a powerful force within you. Once you decide to awaken this giant, you will be unstoppable in creating mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual abundance. Beyond your wildest fantasies. Oof. Whether your dreams materialize instantly or take shape gradually over time, know that the only limit to what you can have is in your life is the size of your imagination and the level of your commitment to making it real. Only thing that can obstruct getting whatever we want in our lives is the power of our imagination and the commitment to making it real. Let's understand. Giant goals produce giant motivation. Oh, is that true? How does that work? Let's understand that. So often I hear people say, Tony, where do you get that energy? With all that intensity, no wonder you are so successful. I just don't have your drive. I guess I am not motivated. I guess I am lazy. My usual response is, you are not lazy. You are just, you have, sorry, you just have important goals. Frequently, I get a confused look to this response. Of course, I also had that kind of a look, didn't I? At which point, I explain that my level of excitement and drive comes from my goals. Every morning, when I wake up, even if I feel physically exhausted from lack of sleep, I still find a drive I need because my goals are so exciting to me. They get me up early, keep me up late, and inspire me to marshal my resources and use everything I can possibly find within the sphere of my influence to bring them to fruition. The same energy and sense of mission is available to you now, but it will never be awakened by punny goals. The first step is to develop bigger, more inspiring, and more challenging goals. Now, often people tell me, my problem is that I really don't have any goal. This belief demonstrates their lack of understanding of how goals really work. The human mind is always pursuing something, if nothing more than the ability to reduce or eliminate pain or avoiding anything that could lead to our brain. Our brain also love to guide us in pursuing anything that can lead to creating a pleasure. We all have goals. The problem I have stressed is virtually in every chapter so far is that we are unconscious in our use of these resources. Most people's goals are to pay their lousy bills, to get by, to survive, to make it through the day. In short, they are caught up in the trap of making a living rather than designing a life. Do you think these goals will give you the power to tap the vast reservoir of power within you? Hardly. You and I must remember that our goals affect us, whatever they are. If we are to do, if we don't consciously plant the seeds we want in the garden of our mind, we will end up with weeds. Weeds are automatic. You don't have to work to get them. If we want to discover the unlimited possibilities within us, we must find a goal big enough and grand enough to challenge us to push beyond our limits and discover our true potential. Remember that your current situation or conditions do not reflect your ultimate potential, but rather the size and the quality of goals upon which you currently are focusing. We all must discover and create a magnificent obsession. Wow, isn't that great? Um, this is very well said that हम लोगों के goals ही अगर हम just how much interesting is it कि हमारे को तो बिल पे करना है और जिंदगी दिन ब दिन अपनी बितानी है. Not at all. But if we envision a life that is huge, humongous, I'm owning a five-star hotel, I have a big bungalow to live in, I have a beautiful farmhouse where I live, I have, I have a lot of stuff in my home, and then I go to work, I come back, I get served with food and everything. The bigger you go. I am going on the vacations, to I don't know, maybe Europe or US or the countries and all. Whatever. अगर गोल सिर्फ रोज की रोटी कमाने पे होगा तो वो इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं होगा. बट इफ यू विजुअलाइज योर सेल्फ enjoying the money, see the pleasure of what can happen if I have that much money, that makes you excited about your goals. And that is what helps you move. That is what gives you a lot of energy. That is the reason you will wake up every morning. That will be the reason why you will sleep off late, because you know now कि yes, that is what I want. अगर आपको सिर्फ रोटी के लिए पैसे कमाने हैं तो you will not be excited, because all you know is ठीक है, मैंने 1,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 कमा लिए, मेरा घर का खाना का काम हो जाएगा. That's it. It will not be exciting because you are not seeing beyond that. You're not seeing the life of rich people. You're not seeing the life wherein a lot of contribution is being done. You're not seeing any of it because maybe that is beyond your thermostat. Let's go ahead. Goals take you beyond your limits to the world of unlimited power. When we first set large goals, they may seem impossible to achieve. But the most important key to goal setting is to find goals big enough to inspire you. Something that will cause you to unleash your power. The way I usually know I have set the right goal is when it seems impossible, and at the same time, it's giving me a sense of crazed excitement just to think about the possibility of achieving it. In order to truly find that inspiration and achieve those impossible goals, we must suspend our belief system about what we are capable of achieving. I will never forget the true story of a young boy born into poverty in a rundown section of San Francisco. Oops. And his goal seemed impossible to everyone except him. This young man was a fan of football legend Jim Brown. Then the running back of the Cleveland Browns. In spite of the fact that this boy was crippled by rickets, he had endured as a result of malnutrition, and at the age of 6, his legs had become permanently bowed and his calves so atrophied that his nickname was Pencil Legs. He set a goal to one day become a star, running back like his heroes. He had no money to attend football games. So whenever the Browns played the Mhm. the soccer, he would wait outside the stadium until the maintenance crew opened the gate late in the fourth quarter. He would then hobble into the stadium and soak up the balance of the game. Finally, at the age of 13, the boy had the encountered he had dreamed of his whole life. He walked into an ice cream parlor after the soccer game against Browns, and when whom should he see but his longtime idol? He approached the football star and said, "Mr. Brown, I am your biggest fan." Graciously, Brown thanked him. The young boy persisted. "Mr. Brown, you know what?" Brown turned to him again and said, "What is it, son?" The young boy said, "I know every record you have ever set, every touchdown you have ever scored." Brown smiled and said, "That's great." And he returned to his conversation. The young man persisted. "Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown." Jim Brown turned to him yet again. This time the young man stared deep into his eyes with the passion so intense Brown could feel it and said, "Mr. Brown, one day I'm going to break every one of your records." The football legend smiled and said, "That's great, kid. What's your name?" The boy grinned from ear to ear and said, "Orenthal, sir. Orenthal James Simpson, my friend called me. OJ." We are what and where we are because we have first imagined it. That is so true. But this story is so heartwarming, isn't it? Hmm. Just soak it in. I know. Uh, it feels it feels so inspiring that on that note, in fact, I want to ask you, who is your idol? Do you have one or not? And if that person or legend or whosoever is your idol, how much do you follow him or her? Do you know those records like this person? Do you mm, do you look forward to meet that person someday? If not, तो क्या क्या गोल हम अचीव करना चाह रहे हैं? कौन है इंस्पिरेशन हमारी? कौन ऐसे बंदा है जिसने वो कर लिया है और हम उसी से इंस्पायर होके कहते हैं कि हम भी कर सकते हैं, मैं भी कर लूंगी, आई ऑल्सो वांट। रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन दैट। And we are what and where we are because we had first imagined it. That is absolutely true. I still remember I was telling my daughter in the kitchen right now, before this session, that how there was a day, and maybe the people who have been in my rooms earlier, they know this story very briefly, that I used to imagine while standing in the kitchen, कि किस दिन ऐसा होगा कि when I am being waited for, when I will be doing something and everyone in the family will be waiting for me. And I am so blessed that that occurrence has already happened. And that was said in such a non-conscious way. I was just feeling it and I said it out from my mouth. भगवान एक बार ऐसा हो जाए कि मेरी सब वेट कर रहे हो और मैं अपना कुछ तो कर रही हूँ। wherein I used to keep on waiting and waiting and waiting in the kitchen for each person to come and be served with the meal. If that can happen, just imagine the power which हम आराम से actual में consciously choose करेंगे, that will also happen. Me sitting in this room is the evidence that that has already happened. And it is possible. O.J. Simpsons did indeed go on to break all of Jim Brown's records and set some new ones in his own. How do goals create this incredible power to shape destiny? How can they take a young boy afflicted with rickets and allow him to become a legend? Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible, the foundation for all success in life. If it's as if infinite intelligence will fill any mold you create using the impression of your intensely emotional thoughts. In other words, you can chisel your own existence by thoughts you consistently project every moment of your life. The conception of your goal is the master plan that guides all through. Wow. So, setting goal is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. It is the foundation of success of your life. And I'll repeat this beautiful sentence. You can chisel your own existence by the thoughts you consistently project every moment of your life. The conception of your goals is the master plan that guides all thoughts. आपके thoughts आपकी reality create करते हैं. How you create your thoughts is up to you. And your thoughts are going to be reality. Your previous thoughts have been your reality now, are your reality now, and they shall be in the future as well. Just the way I have just shared, कि kitchen में खड़े होके I was thinking of that thought because I was feeling it. Same way, you have to consciously choose things for yourself. Will you create a masterpiece or interpret life through the painting of others? Will you put out a thimble to collect your life's experiences or a giant rain barrel? The answer to these questions have already been given to the goals you consistently seek. हम दिन रात उस गोल के बारे में सोचते हैं तो जाके हमारे को मिलता है because there is a saying that is it just skipped from my mind, but what is it? Whatever is not in the vision gets missed. That's it. In simple terms, I would like to say that. You have to visualize your goals every single day. And lots of mentors keep saying that visualize your goals every single day. Visualize your bigger dreams every single day, and you will see that it shall come true. But if you just stay away, what's not seen is just forgotten. And if you stay away from all of it, you will not get excited about it. You're not going to pursue it. You're not going to go after it. It's as simple as that. All right, we'll close the session here itself. And tomorrow we will be diving into turning the invisible into the visible. And why doesn't everyone set goals? We are scared. We do not, have goals because हमारे को पता है कि हम अगर बोल देंगे तो शायद हम नहीं भी कर पाए. We will explore this tomorrow. Let's wait for tomorrow and let's get this read tomorrow. Till then, take good care of yourself. God bless you and have a wonderful day ahead. Today is Monday, so have an amazing week ahead. Have a productive weekend ahead. And in case you're feeling low somewhere, just know that I'm just a call away. I'm just a message away. You can book a call anytime and we can connect and we can talk. All right. Take care. God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. May God bless you once again.